All right, everybody, is new construction right for you? We've seen so much of a change in our local market with the amount of inventory available and the amount of permits being pulled. But let's decide, is new construction actually good for you, or is it something you should consider? And you might want to just consider the fact that there is potential extra costs and there may be delays that you're not considering, but let's just talk about the things you should maybe consider. Just some things that I'd written down in me dealing with new construction, not only on my own personal builds, but also on the projects with our clients, as well as on the investment properties. So just know this comes from dealing with it at a high level, as well as with the different projects with people and my peers, that are builders, that are developers, the things that they run into that I know very well in obviously getting that master's in real estate development. It allowed me just a different step into the new construction world, okay? But number one is unexpected costs. Folks, sometimes you just need to consider there's just little things that happen with new construction that you may need to consider, such as, they don't have a washer dryer. They may not have a refrigerator. Are you getting into homeowners association where there is going to be a capital fee for you to get into that? Just additional costs that may be added to. Maybe the yard isn't going to be finished. So just know there's some additional fees that you may need to consider if you're getting into a property. There may be some construction delays. Folks, we live in Utah. There is different times of months. I mean, there was, times where it was 20 degrees this year, and there was times where during that same time of year, it got up to 50. And that day when I went to the gym, guess what? I saw them pouring concrete the day it hit 50 degrees because a week before that, they couldn't do anything, right? So just know with delays, they are to be expected, but you need to understand the timeline because are you giving notice at your property? Are you selling your home? You need to make sure you're planning ahead to know that those delays could occur. Next is, does it make sense? Lack of maybe an established community. Oftentimes, new construction is due to urban sprawl. It's going out to areas that maybe have not been developed yet. They don't have the restaurants. They don't have the commercial. They don't have the grocery stores that you can go to, or even a gas station to get gas. So just know, does it make sense with your life, with your business, how you want to live your life, to be able to have to commute 10, 15, 20 minutes to get to a place, get the things necessary for your life? Or is it going to be so inconvenient with your job and with your things that it just would be better to buy an existing home and maybe modernize it? Okay. And then the last thing that I just kind of really wanted to discuss was smaller lot sizes. We're just seeing a lot of a change in the type of zoning, density, and what is being offered. I mean, statistically, according to the National Association of Realtors, we're finding that the number of the homes and the size of those lots have begun to come smaller. Frankly, some people love it because they don't want as big a yard to take care of. The other side of that is does it make sense for you? Some of the older established neighborhoods will have larger yards and more opportunity for those spaces, whereas the newer ones may be smaller. So evaluate that. Does that make sense? Does the new construction match the physical appeal of also the amenity of that yard in your community? And finally, probably one of the most important things is potential issues with builder quality. Folks, one of the things that I'm always going to recommend is I'm going to do a background check and a credit check on your builder so that we can understand the dynamics of their history, who they are, and what they've done. Truth is, folks, a lot of builders have bankrupted a company, done other things in another company, then they started another company, and they tend to kind of take that garbage, take those bad reviews, take that bad info, and it goes in the past. Whereas we want to know, what's your experience? How good do you do? What is the quality of your construction? Because if we see continuing lawsuits and problems and issues, that's probably a builder we don't want to use. So we want to make sure we're evaluating somebody that has that, criteria. And then number two is that they're walking the property. They have the subcontractors available. They have a certain quality we can evaluate. They have different neighborhoods or areas that we can see their quality of construction and walk it. So just know that we do have to evaluate them. Just like you would have interviewed somebody that was going to work for your company, they are going to be building one of your biggest assets. Folks, this is something that I think is really exciting. I will say this, once you go to new construction, you will never go back because you love it. And it is brand new and it has its own warranties and everything. But you just have to decide if it's for you. Folks, if you have questions on this, what you should do, how you should do it, please reach out to me. I'd be happy to get you any information you need on new construction, how it's evaluated. If you're looking at building a spec home, you're looking at building your own home, or you're looking at doing an investment, it works in all three. Folks, looking forward to assisting you. Talk to you soon.